Please note that this podcast involves the consumption of alcohol and cannabis. We want to remind our listeners to use these substances responsibly and in accordance with local laws. Before I start this episode, I would like to make a disclaimer. I am, in fact, reading from a teleprompter. I'm coming clean.
This whole time you've been reading from my teleprompter?
Yeah.
I did not know.
I am.
Holy
How did
shit.
you?
Well, as soon as you start the intro, our field of vision drops down to 1 foot.
Yeah.
So we get like blinded.
There's
I
like a blinding
paused.
effect that happens.
There's a teleprompter?
There, yes. It's a confession that, with a heavy heart, I am telling you.
What else is not real?
You still haven't been able to memorize it by now? No, Noah, you don't trust in yourself enough. I
Yeah.
think you can do it without the teleprompter.
You think I could do the entire thing? We haven't recorded in like 3 or 4 weeks. and
Okay,
you
then
think I could-
maybe now's not the time to do
yeah,
it.
maybe
But,
not this week.
but you're gonna see as you're reading that you're gonna know a lot more than you think.
Okay, sure.
And scene.
Hi. Welcome to the High Spirited Podcast. We're here to bring you some of the craziest and most unpredictable conversations you can imagine. Are we high, buzzed, or completely sober? It's a mystery even to us. Every episode, we draw cards to determine our roles, and we're inviting you, our awesome listeners, to join us on guessing who's. I tried to do it from memory. Sorry, to join us on guessing who's who. Get ready to join in on the fun and embark on an adventure filled with outrageous and off-the-wall moments. So grab a drink, light up, or simply sit back and enjoy the roller coaster ride ahead. Wow, it has
Seatbelts.
been so long since
There's
I've seen you guys.
neither a seatbelt nor a steering wheel on a roller coaster.
No, I wasn't steering, I was more like screaming and being
Oh,
happy and
okay.
excited. But there are seatbelts on roller
There are
coasters.
definitely
What?
seatbelts on roller
Colin?
coasters.
I thought you just like pulled down the thing and goes chunk. Oops.
Well, there's some that you have to even like you pull down the thing and then you
And
have
then
to
you-
click a thing too.
And then some of them like
Yeah, okay, yeah.
have like an additional.
I don't
just
consider
like
that a seatbelt. Like it's got to be diagonal.
That's a hot take.
Nah, I'm just backpedaling.
Wait, so for you, a seatbelt has to be
We
across?
can't. We can't.
No, but that's-
okay. Well,
okay. No, how about
let
this?
me sit and think about this for a second. There's sometimes they
In the
just-
middle,
This is on a plane,
or
right?
like even in
That's
a car in the back.
So is
seat in
that
the
not a
middle?
seatbelt?
Well, I mean, you're in a seat and it's a belt, so
Yes,
I
it's a
can't really
seatbelt.
deny that that's a
Doesn't have to be
seatbelt.
diagonal.
Does the belt have to go around your waist?
It has to
I
go around
just-
some part of your body.
my default image of getting on a roller coaster is sitting on the seat and then pulling, like there's handles above you. For some reason, this is what I picture, and then you like pull it down.
So if that's not a
But yeah,
seatbelt,
then
what
they-
would it be called?
then the dude comes around and like
Yeah, and he
clips you
clicks-
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I forgot about that. Part.
It's just like
Yeah.
a solid, thick seatbelt.
Well, okay, no, that's not a belt.
Yeah, that's
It's
not a belt.
clearly
That's
a seat bar.
Well,
or
what
like
is a belt?
Seat.
Look it up, producer.
What do you mean? Was a belt?
What is
It's
it?
definitely got to be long and flat, and
Does a belt have to be flat?
every belt I've ever
Yes.
seen is flat.
So okay, let's say I took some
think.
rope
Mm-hmm.
and then
what else
tied
isn't real?
it around my waist to hold up.
It's
my
an
pants.
acting belt,
It's still a belt.
but it's acting as
okay,
a belt.
It's a belt substitute.
Mm.
It's like almond milk instead of milk. It's still like kind of milk, but it's not really milk. It didn't come out of a cow.
See, it could be a belt if it needed to be.
Yeah,
But like,
it's a stand-in belt.
this was like
It's
not
a s-
even my conjecture. But fine,
it's a seat
sure.
bar.
Thank you. Yeah,
Seat bar.
I'll
Seat
take
bar.
that.
I like seat bar.
Seat bar is fine.
That's
yeah. On a
probably
roller
the actual
coaster,
term.
Producer Kim just pointed and shook her head. So seat bar.
Yeah. There's like stories about people
Ka-chunk.
going on roller coasters and like the people working like forget to buckle them in.
Yeah.
That is like one of my biggest fears.
I actually on TikTok I saw this guy who is like the operator of one of these like rides where it drops people
Mm-hmm.
and he fucks with them every single time and he just records it. He's like, "Oh wait, I forgot to like do up your buckles or whatever," or like, "Oh, why does it say warning error here on this screen?" And then
I
he
would
sends them
sue.
down.
And he
I
gets
would
views
sue.
purely out of hatred. Like people hate watch his content.
No, like I
No,
would
it's
literally
entertaining.
sue
no,
It's so
not.
funny.
because I didn't sign up for a hostile environment. Okay, I simply paid to have a good time. And that's not what I'm getting.
They used to do that at Calypso. Calypso is a water
Yeah.
park near where we live. They used to do that at Calypso on the Aqua Loops. They'd just like
Yeah.
fuck with you. They'd be like 3, 2, shit, something's wrong, and then drop.
And
Yeah.
like we should probably
Yeah.
give
It'd be like,
context on the
fuck.
ride, the Aqua Loops. It's like they have you stand on a platform in a tube, so if you're claustrophobic, it's already a very bad time.
Oh, it's
And
the one that
so-
drops you.
Yeah, and so you have a platform that you're standing in, and the ride goes where that once you're ready, they remove that platform from under your feet, and you just drop into God knows what. And when I went on it for the first time, the operator was like, 3, 2, 2, 3, and to the point where I was just like, stop it, I don't want to do this anymore. And he just opened it, and I went down, and I was furious
Aw.
because I was like, I don't. This
As
is
soon
torture.
as
Get
he
me
gets
off.
you to react.
Yeah.
And the thing about this is there's a safety measure. As you go in, you read, and it says like you've got to keep your head back.
Mhm.
Because if you're dropped and your head's too far forward and you're like looking around, then you get like ka-chunk, you get like concussion
Mhm.
basically.
Oh wow.
So these people like they'll distract you into moving your head at just the moving your head at just the wrong time.
Yeah,
And then,
it's
ow.
crazy. And
like,
the thing is,
you're
it's
not
like
safe anymore.
they're all operated by literal teenagers who don't have any
Yeah.
sense of like
oof.
good. I don't even know. They're just like, oh, ha ha.
Calypso Water Park.
Yeah, go there.
It's family fun
It's fun.
for all ages.
Yeah. Now I just don't go to that ride at all.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
love the park.
Honestly,
Honestly, yeah.
I'd be pretty mad if I was in that person's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But like watching it from like as a bystander, I feel like it's pretty like funny to like watch somebody be like, "Help! No! Ah!" You know, like it's like extra terrifying for them. You know. Also,
yeah.
in this
no.
case, it's less risky because it's not like what you were saying, like where
Mhm.
if their heads are forward, they'll hit it. Like they're buckled in, they're like
Yeah.
secure, and he's just fucking with the
I
timing.
just feel
on
like
things.
the ride is scary enough. There don't need
But-
to be any additional like fear factors involved. You know.
I've honestly,
Yeah.
it's been so long since I've been on a ride and genuinely been scared.
Hmm.
Like the last time was probably like early high school days, but then like
when was the last time you were on a ride though?
I mean, that was the last time I was on the Aqua Loops.
like
Early high school.
literally 4 years ago.
What?
Last time I've been
Wow.
on a ride.
That's a long time ago.
I guess it's a long time ago, but
Are
like
you sure you're still brave?
yeah,
I
I
doubt
would
it.
still be brave.
I doubt it.
I'm not scared of those anymore. Like roller coasters, they haven't hurt me yet. They are not going to hurt me in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not really afraid of roller coasters. I generally like trust the engineering to a point, but I still get scared.
Speaking of roller coaster rides, we're on one right now. The podcast.
That's one thing I will never get tired of. Is like
As
you're-
written in the not scripted intro, yes.
The like that one
came
actually
clean.
wasn't as bad
Yeah, I
as
know.
other have been, but like the trying to get us to another topic has always been hilarious.
Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to introduce ourselves
Mhm.
Yes.
because
have names.
we went on a bit of a tangent there, as we always do.
Mhm.
My name is Noah. I'm one of the hosts of the show.
Hey, my name's Chuck. I'm also a host of the show.
And I'm Bernie, and I'm a guest on today's episode.
Bernie.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Chuck and
And-
Bernie,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. What's this show about?
So this is a show where we draw cards at the very beginning, and then we either get high, drunk, or sober, which you guys have already been through.
Accurate.
Bernie, how you feeling?
I'm good. Bernie's not high or drunk at all.
You're sober.
Bernie's not sober either.
You're none. You're none of the
them.
above.
Bernie's undecided.
Wow.
It's
okay.
all a mind game. It's what I choose to present myself as.
And that is.
We'll see. I
Okay.
haven't chosen yet.
And Chuck, is that water
Chuck-
or is that straight vodka?
Chuck has
It's
drank
a cold
2
beverage.
mason jars of vodka
Okay.
since we started recording.
Chuck's off the rails today.
yeah.
So for the new listeners, his name isn't actually Chuck. His name is Colin.
Whoa, okay. Wow. Undermine me.
Pretty close
I was
to
going to
Chuck.
play the whole character the whole time.
Look,
All right, back to Colin.
for me, it's about honesty and transparency with our listeners. You know,
Mhm.
and at the end of the day, if we keep telling
Since
them that we're
when?
different people, they might get kind of confused, right?
Ooh, Chuck or?
Fuck it up.
You lost me there.
Jesus Christ.
Chuck or Colin, who are we talking about right now?
You know,
Hey, Bernie, how are the kids?
Oh, I shipped them off to Saudi Arabia.
What?
what? You shipped them off to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I
Okay.
decided that,
Okay, fair. But
Child
I respect your decision.
soldiers
What led to it?
just they need discipline.
Yeah.
They've been acting out way too much.
And you
Great.
can't do that at home?
Hmm.
I'm working too much.
It's not-
you know?
You're working too much.
It's not the same militant culture.
Exactly. Someone's got to be there to put them in the right place.
But
And-
the Saudi Arabia...
I mean, I picked up a brochure at the grocery store. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
seem to have really good reviews and stuff.
The
So
brochure section at the grocery store.
yeah,
You know,
they-
normally parents like get their kids like a pet or something to teach them responsibility, but shipping them off
They
to another
have goats
country.
over there that they'll be taking care of.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Goats.
I'm really
goats.
excited for them to potentially come back.
Are goats like safe to like hang around?
I don't see why not.
Like something about goats kind of scares me. Maybe it's because of like all the demonic imagery of like goats in horror movies. But like
Yeah.
whenever I see a goat in real life, I'm like, that guy's gonna try and kill me.
Well, I feel like they could definitely like
Well,
kick you.
they're the
or, like,
only
bite
animals
you.
with sideways slit eyeballs. So,
Yeah. Wait, sideways slit?
What do you
yeah.
mean?
So like,
Like cats, they're like cat's eye, but rotated 90 degrees.
what the fuck? And there's no
That's-
other animal like that.
I don't think so.
I know that snakes also have the slit eyes, and lizards and shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know much about animal eyes.
But they're
so
all vertical.
Yeah, they're all
couldn't-
vertical.
And then goats are just doing with that weird, like,
Yeah, you know what?
Oh, okay, I think I know what
They're
you
They
like-
mean.
do look vertical.
they
yeah.
see everything in Panavision.
Mm-hmm.
Panavision, like everything's just
You know,
stretched
70
out.
millimeter.
Goat's eyes are just IMAX film cameras.
yeah. Yeah.
It's like what we see, but like they see everything just flipped around.
Oppenheimer
TikTok?
filmed on goat.
Mm-hmm.
I just had an image of someone like holding a goat.
and like and scene.
Take, yeah. Start recording. Okay. Starts cranking the goat's
It's
leg.
like,
The goat passes out. God, it's another dead goat.
yeah.
Fuck.
Mr. Nolan, we've been through 10 goats already.
It's like I told you, keep them charged.
Yeah, Nolan would.
He'd go through all the goats.
All the goats.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what a crazy technology that would be if we could somehow like figure out how to like take eyeballs out of animals and then record using those eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'd be able to get some really cool shots of
Yeah,
stuff.
we'd be able to see what animals see. 'Cause
exactly.
We can just guess at this point.
we could make content for animals. Like we can make like dog vision movies.
Yeah, I was showing your bunny TikToks earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was day in the life
Did you
of a
ask them
stay-at-home.
first? What if they're not digital parents?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? We limit their screen time to like 10
okay,
minutes a
it was
day.
like 3 TikToks
Okay.
max.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just showing the video was like day in the life of a stay-at-home bunny.
Okay. You
And
know what?
she
That's
got
okay.
to see, representation on media.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty important.
Exactly.
You know what's like really
Enriching education.
there was this thing that I did the other day. I felt really bad about it immediately after, but I was like really curious.
Mhm.
There was like, this video on YouTube that's like, if you play the sound, it'll like terrify your bunny, and it's just
Oh.
like a bunch of like snake hissing noises and like weird like
No.
ambient like wong 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 noises. And
I did
just
not consent to that.
I put it on for like a
anyone-
split second. Okay.
Did they get scared?
Oh my god, you should have seen him. He like
You
fucking
did it to Butters?
yeah. It was to Butters.
Oh my god.
Sugar didn't react at
Noah.
all.
Yeah, Sugar's kind of a badass.
Yeah, she's like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But Butters, he ran.
He's a little baby.
Yeah. It was,
Aw.
no, I felt really bad afterwards, but I was curious. I'm like, does he have the instincts of like an animal, you know?
That's like the thing where you put a cucumber behind like a cat and they freak out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like you feed a lemon to like a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It all adds up now. This is why Butters doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
thinks
see-
I'm
I see
like a
why
lizard
now.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, Sugar's like half deaf. And she has blue eyes.
Of course
She's
she
like,
is.
huh?
Yeah,
Snake?
we have a deaf bunny for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, the vet told us that blue eyes in rabbits means that they're almost like they're deaf.
What?
No,
or could
she
be
said
more
that
deaf.
that's a possibility.
It's a possibility,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
like
higher possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they know their names, do you think? Or probably not yet?
Sugar responds to her name. Butters does not.
Mm.
But then again, I tried to train Sugar on responding to her name. I never tried to train Butters on it. Not yet. But I will.
Why are you being selective? Does Butters not deserve an education?
I'm getting one to love me first, and then if I neglect that one, it'll still love me for a little bit, and then I can get the other one to love me. I can't get both of
But
them
what
to
if
love me
they
at the
grow
same
up
time.
and become friends and then turn on each other,
Yeah.
turn on you
They're like, you know what?
together?
Human dad, he like made me his friend and then he neglected me, and that was really hard. And then Butter's gonna be like, oh my god, during that time that he neglected you, he started becoming friends with me, but he had neglected me before then, so it doesn't make sense.
Look, okay, it's just
I
And
love
they're
that they
like-
just call Noah human dad.
And they're like talking to their therapist about this.
yeah.
You've traumatized
A
them.
bunny
This gives me
therapist.
another photo shoot idea.
The bunny's in therapy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would love it if you took some photos of our bunnies.
I would love to take some photos of your bunnies.
That'd be super cute, and we can use like that light and then your camera.
We can get bunny
Let's
costumes.
do it right now.
What if we got them bunny ears?
Oh,
I think costumes are kind of a must. Like weirdly, I feel like I need to dress up a bunny, and that's strange because like I don't even look for models in my photography. I don't dress up anything.
But the
But
bunnies
bunnies
have to
like
be.
that. I don't know. I feel like they gotta dress up.
Actually, at PetSmart right now, they have Halloween costumes for like guinea pigs and small cats.
Perfect.
And so they're like the same size.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are we waiting for?
we've just never tried dressing them, so they might hate it. You know how
Mhm.
some animals absolutely hate having
Yeah.
clothes on.
Well, they'll get
Maybe.
used to it. It's
Also,
fine.
I couldn't
Yeah.
decide. There was too many good ones.
I want to put like maybe little sunglasses on one of them, like cute little sunglasses, or like a bow tie.
Mhm. Or you could do this would require a lot of effort and probably a lot of money. But every day of October they have a different costume.
Oh my god.
And you post it on like a little just Instagram
Little
page or something.
Instagram bunny page.
Mhm.
That would be really cute.
You could get an Instagram that's like some kind of combination of their names or something.
Yeah.
Butter sugar. Sugar butter. Shutter.
You know what?
Booger.
Both butter and sugar went into the brownies that I made today.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Noah's a baker now apparently.
Yeah, I've had a week off, so I've been kind of bored, and I've been
Mhm.
like, what if I tried to make brownies but as good as I possibly can?
But didn't you get tired of them?
No, because I'm getting high, and then I'll just eat all the brownies.
Yeah. I don't know, but I feel like I would switch the different things that I bake because I can't just eat the same thing over and over again. But these are really good brownies.
They're good, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So so this is what I've discovered. Okay, first of all, the recipe that I based my brownies off of, it told me
it was an inspiration.
Yeah. it told me to fold the dry ingredients into like that wet batter. But what ends up happening when I fold it is like there's so much air in it that it ends up still being kind of cakey in texture.
Yeah, folding gives you the cake texture.
And I personally am not a fan of cakey brownies. I'm more of a fan of like
I
the
want fudgy brownies.
fudgy
Yeah,
brownies,
Or else
exactly.
that's just chocolate cake.
yeah. So that's why today's brownies are quite fudgy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So what did you do instead of fold?
I just like use the mixer to mix it, like
oh yeah.
the hand mixer.
Mhm.
Definitely the way to go with
Yeah.
brownies.
Just
Yeah.
blends a lot easier.
Exactly. And my last one that I did had little flour chunks because it hadn't been mixed completely properly.
And
So
that's what you don't want.
exactly, you don't want the little flour bits because it's first of all disturbing to look at when you're eating it. Second of all, I don't think it's safe to eat flour like that.
I mean, it's not safe.
Maybe
Just
since
don't
it's been
eat
in the
tons of
oven,
it.
it's fine
Yeah,
because you can like bake flour and then just eat the flour, right?
I guess. I don't know why you'd want to, but yeah.
Yeah, you can.
You just put flour on like a baking sheet and just throw it into the oven. And you imagine like, wow, I hope the cake comes out nice.
Edible flour. Yeah.
What are we having for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Roasted flour.
You might feel a little constipated, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Do you think that's what actors snort?
flour? Probably.
Roasted
Flour?
flour.
Or,
Well,
or
I don't know if it's roasted. It could be raw flour.
what else do you think they would do?
That's
For
fucking
snorting.
hard shit, but okay.
Maybe like it could be sugar because if you powdered sugar also is very.
Is it safe to snort though?
I don't see why not.
So I'm trying to think. Like, what do actors?
Okay, I don't think
use?
most things are snorting is not a fun thing. So like,
Yeah, is there really a line with what's safe to snort or not? Like
Yeah.
maybe just don't snort anything at all.
mhm.
No, but I'm talking about like actors. You know, like for movies.
I feel
and
like it'd be
stuff.
flour or powdered sugar.
It would
Oh,
have to
I
be
see.
baked flour. Raw flour can make you sick.
Oh, okay.
So you were
Roast
right.
your flour.
Make sure to roast your flour before you snort it.
Uncle Dave says roast your flour.
Do you need to roast your Coke before you snort it? Or is that in the
I think that's
cooking
already done in
process?
like
The cooking
creation
process?
process. Yeah.
Yeah.
They use like gasoline and shit to make Coke. It's disgusting.
I wonder why it's so bad for you.
I'm sure that's not the reason. Like, I'm sure they filter out all the harmful stuff. Well, it's all harmful, but like,
If they filtered out all the harmful stuff, it wouldn't be cocaine.
well, like, there's a reason why people are like, oh, this is like pure
Yeah,
cocaine.
yeah.
You know, like,
Pure cocaine is without it being cut. Not that they didn't take all the gasoline out of it. It's that it's not cut with baking
well, if there's
soda
gasoline, it's not pure cocaine
or
anymore.
a
is
baby
it?
formula.
And that's
Oh,
Drug
okay.
Hour with producer
guess
Kim.
I've watched a few documentaries, and you did not know what it meant.
Yeah, so cut, is it just like it's just not like
They didn't mix
It's
it
not
with
pure.
other stuff.
I
Yeah,
alluded-
so they
yeah.
can mix it with its normally baking soda because of how cheap it is and baby formula.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I remember a few years ago back in Toronto there was like a baby formula theftery epidemic because people just kept going to Loblaws and stealing baby formula.
Yeah.
And then all the mothers started rising up because they're like, we have children to feed.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
What an event.
the coke addicts versus the mothers.
Yeah,
do you
that's
think
never
would
going
win?
to end well. Oh,
I think the moms
obviously
The moms
mothers
would win.
Would
every
win,
time.
yeah.
I've heard stories of like moms lifting cars to save their children.
Yeah.
Like,
They could beat up a cokehead.
yeah.
Mhm.
I want to go back to the time where there was cocaine in Coca-Cola.
You want that?
Yeah. I feel like it probably would taste really good.
Yeah.
Have you tasted cocaine before?
No.
Then how do you know it would taste really good?
Because they did it at some point and people loved it.
It's because it was addictive, Nuri.
Well, I'm already addicted to Coke without the cocaine. What would be the difference?
The difference would be you would be physically addicted to it rather than just mentally addicted to it. You don't have withdrawal symptoms when you stop drinking Coke now, but if there was cocaine
You don't
in
know
it,
that. You don't know what I go through.
honestly,
at home.
there's some people out there that I think do have like actual withdrawal symptoms when they don't drink their Coke.
I definitely get withdrawal symptoms when not drinking coffee.
Yeah.
'Cause that's something I do every single day.
I used to have that. Like even this past summer, there was like a 2-week period, it was 2 weeks during Blues Fest where our restaurant was so fucking busy every day that I was drinking like 3, 4, 5, even 6 energy drinks a day. And then after those 2 weeks were done, I was like, I need to stop drinking these because I am like starting to crave them. And man, the withdrawal effects were pretty fucking severe.
Yeah. I got really into Red Bull earlier this
Yeah.
summer because of like having to wake up really early and drive for work.
Yeah.
And like coffee simply would not do it, so I'd have to have Red Bull.
Energy drinks are dangerous.
Dangerous. And I'd be driving like, ooh. It was great. I
Yeah.
loved it personally.
No, it's a great feeling
Yeah.
while you're
If
doing
it wasn't so bad for like my heart and my anxiety, I would be drinking them like every single day.
I agree. I would probably be doing it every day too. But it'd also be too expensive
Yeah.
because energy drinks aren't cheap.
Do you think you could make it yourself?
Jesus, that was like a mad scientist look you just gave me.
Yeah, that was pretty, that was pretty
You
wacky.
think you can make it yourself?
You know, save some money.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Just like
Can you just buy
go-
caffeine powder?
Go buy like stevia root or something from the health store. Yeah.
I remember like I think it was Adrian who told me about like this guy who drank so many energy drinks and like they opened up or something and his like blood was coagulated because that's what like the
fuck?
chemical in energy drinks will do to your blood over time. And I was like, I'm not gonna believe that because I'm not ready to stop drinking them.
That's exactly what smokers say when they say if you cut open your lungs, it's all black.
Yeah, and
They're
I'm
like, oh, well, I'm not willing to give that
well,
up.
they put like smoking is so
Jesus.
weird because they will put someone's like
On
blackened
both
lungs
accounts.
on the box, and you go to the store like, hey, I'd like a pack of smokes, and they're like hand you the woman who's dying on
Yeah.
the picture. That's crazy.
And they'll still smoke it.
Yeah.
Literally, I believe now on the cigarettes, they've started putting warnings like on each individual
Mhm.
cigarette. And also, I bought a Red Bull, one of the taller Red Bulls the other day. And not the other day, but like last month. There was a warning saying that it had high sugar content, like from the government of Canada. So, like, I think they're
High
starting to step
sugar
up their.
content.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
Did you guys hear about Logan Paul's energy drink getting banned?
yeah, the Prime energy drink.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Prime energy
Prime.
drink.
Mm.
So they had the Prime, like sports drinks. You've seen
Mhm.
those, right?
Yeah.
So they introduced like an energy drink where it's like a canned version of the Prime, but it's like really like a lot of energy, like a lot of caffeine in it. But apparently there was just like such an absurd amount of caffeine in it that it got banned in the US. Or at least that's what I heard. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that's accurate.
Well, there was they they lied.
On the
USDA
can?
found out that they lied on the can, and there was only like they said there's only like 100 milligrams or whatever, which is like the daily like max
Mhm.
or limit per can, and there was like 250 upon like
Yeah.
USDA testing. So, and on top of caffeine, like also a lot of taurine and all the other
Mhm.
chemicals that
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
One of
shitty.
my coworkers who drinks like literally 5 Red Bulls a day, which is like super unhealthy, obviously. He had one of those Prime energy drinks, and he told me that it was more intense than drinking all
Yeah.
of those Red Bulls.
Yeah, exactly. Like they
Yeah.
were fucking
That's-
insane. And like supposedly Logan Paul says not marketed at kids, but his audience is like
His
99%
children.
Yeah.
kids.
They're all
So,
8-year-olds. What do you mean?
He's like who are you marketing them at then?
oh my god. I remember I went to the convenience store a few days ago to buy some Red Bull, and there was like I'm thinking now, I'm trying to remember the brand, but there was just like new energy drink by the front counter, and they literally had like a printed out paper saying like this has been certified by the government of Canada. It meets all regulations, and I was like, if you have to put a sign in front of a product, I
Yeah.
don't want to buy it.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds
think
sketch
that's
as
why.
fuck.
I think that's why.
Yeah.
It's honestly kind of
reaction.
crazy how like wildly accepted caffeine is.
Mm-hmm.
And yet like marijuana wasn't like really a legal thing until just a few years ago in Canada.
Mm.
Even though like caffeine has very like negative effects that can be studied. Like if
Yeah.
you have large amounts of caffeine every day for a long period of time, that's really bad for your health. So
Mhm. It's like we pick and choose which drugs we want and which drugs we are gonna say are bad.
yeah,
Because like alcohol too is like alcohol is so widely accepted.
it's horrible.
But say you smoke weed and you're like, "Ugh,"
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, literally like if I were to tell my parents, "Hey, I just like drank like a shit ton last night." They'd be like, "Okay,
"Oh."
well, you're young, you know, you're drinking." But if I told them I smoke weed, they'd be like, "You did what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
It's all
out of your
connotation.
mind?"
Are we still playing
The war on
BBB?
drugs, baby.
We are playing BBB, baked,
BBB?
buzzed, or boring. We changed that.
Well, it's been a long time of. I remember we one point got to switching for a new
Yeah,
beat
with
every
Sam's.
with every episode.
No, but then Sam came up with splooshed. No, sloshed, stoned, or soap. No,
Well-
stoned, sloshed, or sober.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to change? Are we gonna have to rebrand everything?
I've already changed the title sequence, so
The
let's just go with
aren't,
that.
though.
It's time for Stone, Sloshed, or Sober. This is a segment where we each get to ask each other one question,
Yeah.
and based on those questions, we try to guess if you are stoned, sloshed, or sober.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Uh,
a really crazy, kind of fucked up. Would you rather?
Ooh, another
A
would you
would you
rather.
rather.
I
Yeah.
like the last one that you
The last
did.
one was hilarious
Yeah.
to me. Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I guess I'll ask. Who will I ask? I'll ask Colin. Would you rather be eaten by a bear or have to eat a bear?
Bears again.
Can I season the bear?
No, you have to eat the bear as if
Yeah.
it would eat you out in the wild. Just
Yeah.
Oh, that changes things because I've
Yeah.
eaten bear
That's
before.
what I figured the question was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
well,
I know the answer to this.
Be eaten?
Yeah, I know the answer to this for me, but
I mean, I guess I'd have to go eat. I would hate it.
you gotta eat.
I would hate it.
Gotta eat.
But I don't want to be eaten.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's a terrible way to die.
I asked that question, but I genuinely don't know what I'd go
I
with
agree.
myself.
I would eat the
Tranquilize
bear.
it or some. I guess like how else are you gonna be like? It's not like you have to fight it to eat it. Like if you're eating it, you have the opportunity to eat it. I'm assuming.
Mhm.
So that's better.
Yeah.
It's torture, but it's limited time.
Look, if the option is die or probably almost anything else in this world,
Yeah.
I would probably take the second option.
Exactly.
Damn,
Right?
but like the idea of like just having to maul a bear and like the blood dripping down my mouth, I don't know.
I would
What
eat
if it tasted
bear shit.
disgusting?
I would eat bear shit. I would eat 10 pounds of bear shit
Damn. No
instead
one really
of being
values
eaten
life.
by bears. Do you want to guess what we are based on our answers? It's kind of a hard question to guess based
Um,
on that.
No, I think I have because Noah's question was very
Bears.
passionate.
My answer, you mean?
Yeah, your answer was very passionate and very assertive,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
you almost didn't have to think. So I kind of want to lean on towards the side that you might be sober.
Oh, okay. And what do you think Colin is?
Colin, he did have to think about it a little bit, and he wasn't as vocal. So I'm gonna lean towards like being stoned.
Stoned.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Interesting. You know, I think maybe he's stoned, but I also think there's a pretty distinct possibility he's sober.
I think there's a distinct possibility you are either sober or drunk.
Interesting. Okay.
Or stoned.
Or stoned.
Yeah, those are the
what
options.
are the three options?
Who knows, man? It could go either way.
Here's my question, I guess,
Okay.
towards both of you. Would you rather fight a gorilla or get fucked by a gorilla?
No, I'm fighting it.
And if you fight it, it's to the death.
Yeah, I'm fighting it.
And if you fuck it, it's to the death.
If either way I'm dying, let's just fight it out.
Okay. Let me add a caveat, okay? Because I think both options are pretty horrible.
Yeah.
I
The
think one
gorilla-
is, no, I think one is definitely more horrible than the other.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. The gorilla has a micro penis.
Okay, no, I'm not getting fucked by a gorilla. I don't care how big or small his dick is.
You're probably gonna die if you fight a gorilla. Have you seen gorillas? This is a death sentence. Getting fucked by a gorilla with a micro penis, not a
I
death
don't-
sentence.
I don't.
But it's
understand,
traumatizing
like,
you
how
for
are
the-
you trying to make getting fucked by a gorilla more appetizing right now?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
what-
like, I don't care if I die. I'm not living with the fact that I got fucked by a gorilla.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm.
Okay, how about this?
Worse trauma than
Let me
death.
make a little modification to this
found it.
question. It's
Mhm.
evolving. The question is
Okay.
evolving.
I guess Noah's preference is to get fucked by
Yeah,
a gorilla.
he's
'cause he
evolving
said,
it,
like,
so we have to choose getting fucked by a gorilla.
that's what he was going for.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I wanted
alright.
somebody to want to get fucked by a gorilla. Would you rather questions are great.
They are. They're like my
Yeah.
favorite, especially just like really trying to like mess people up, like what you just did.
Yeah. I think that you are sober.
Me?
Yeah. I think you're drunk, actually.
Drunk?
Yeah.
I could be. There could be something in this coke that's making me woozy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Colin is being very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's sober. Is my guess.
See, like with Colin, it always trips me up. Like I think I can tell when he's drunk. I can't tell the difference between sober and high.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't know what that says about him.
All right. Now let's get that image of gorillas out of our head.
Last question.
Last question.
Would you rather drown in the ocean or drown in your bathtub?
My bathtub. Actually,
Where in the ocean?
like the shore,
which-
4 foot deep or something.
Like I just run in from the beach and I die? Or am I like or am I like airdropped?
No,
like a
yeah.
Fortnite plane
Yeah.
like flies over the ocean.
I was thinking like just teleported to a random part of the
And
ocean.
what's the situation in my bathtub? How did I get there?
You are just suddenly stuck under the water.
Oh, okay.
And you
Maybe I
can't
fell
get out.
asleep.
Is somebody holding her down?
I was having a bath and I fell asleep. I slipped in and
Yeah,
drowned.
sure. Would you rather get murdered in your bathtub or drown in the ocean alone?
Mm.
I'd probably drown in the ocean.
Are there like sharks?
It's cold.
Are there
I'm not
sharks?
gonna give some of
Stormy
the
and cold.
satisfaction of killing me. No way.
Okay.
Mm.
Fair.
This is a tough one.
Well, this one you're dying either way, so.
I was thinking it was just like a sleep paralysis demon that killed you. Like it's yourself, but you're like underwater.
You also have to think about in your bathtub, someone's gonna find you,
Just went
That's
really dark with
true.
it too.
and
It's
in the
fine.
ocean, you might get eaten, and then
There
you
you
won't
go.
have if you want to
your
be buried.
whole family won't know if you fucking died or not.
But then they wouldn't
Ooh.
get closure. That's the
Yeah,
worst.
no, I'd want to give my family closure. Like he
Sad.
died sad and naked in his
Does that
bathtub.
mean Does that mean you let someone murder you in your bathtub?
Oh, but again,
Yeah.
I don't want to let someone murder me.
Yeah. I'd
Also,
rather
we don't
somebody
have a
find me.
bathtub.
We don't have a bathtub, yeah, so the question doesn't apply to me.
The nearest possible bathtub.
It'd probably be yours, Colin, because I don't have one either.
Oh.
So we're dying in your bathtub.
Would you
Colin's
rather
actually
die in my
plotting.
bathtub? Would you rather me drown you in my
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's having like someone find me though. I don't know if I want that, but also I don't know if I want them to like never know what happened to me.
You see, the problem I have with your would you rather
I
is
actually
that
hit a decent would you rather. I
you
think.
die either way.
Yeah, this one is just
Just
like,
made it up.
and that's the crazy thing is like choosing
I don't want to pick either.
how. Well, it's
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna lock it in, and say ocean. That would be so cold or miserable though.
Which one gives me an opportunity to do like one last fun thing before I die?
Like the thing about the ocean is you also have control of it. So like you could swim around for a while. You could swim until
I'm not a very
you
strong
run
swimmer.
out
It'd be
of
almost
energy.
immediate for me.
But like naturally, you'd probably try to stay alive
Yeah.
for a bit. Whereas with the bathtub, you're dead as soon as you're underwater long enough.
Yeah, also like someone like pushing you down and suffocating you, that does not sound like fun. I think I'd rather go on like my own terms in the ocean.
Just like swim down as far as you can and be like, hi, fishies.
Yeah. And then be like, oh, I guess I'm
Fuck.
not going back up.
So for the ocean one, you have to die, right? There's no
Well, either one is death, I guess, yeah.
Well, like if you dropped me in like the Dead Sea, I wouldn't die.
That's not the ocean, Noah.
It's not the
Is the
ocean.
Dead Sea a lake?
It's a sea.
Wait, what's the difference between a sea and an ocean?
It's like- it's-
salty water versus salt water.
What? What?
The ocean.
I don't know.
I
We've had
use-
discussions about this before, like bodies of water and how
Yeah,
big
we
they
have
are.
talked about bodies of water. a
Gaping
lot.
Yeah, no,
salty
I
bodies
looked
of
up
water.
ocean
Yeah, that's the title, isn't
versus
it?
Yeah.
sea. Seas are generally smaller than ocean and are located at the point where the ocean meets land. So the ocean is like all the open places in water that like you sail and travel to. That's the ocean, but like closer to land, that's when it kind of becomes the sea.
Mm.
Yeah, because ocean just represents a
Yep.
much larger body of
So-
water.
See, I didn't
Open
know
ocean
that.
is open ocean.
I ocean didn't I? I tried to make a pun because you did see.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
I'm glad you caught that. Nobody would notice. What do you think we are?
Mm,
I have been like crying laughing this entire episode. I don't know if that helps you or not.
yeah, there's probably something in that coke.
Cocaine?
But I think you're sober. I think I agree with Narain.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right?
And what do you think? She
Like
thinks
a-
she's drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something in the drink which
Can you finally tell us what
you know,
you're
it's
doing
probably
tonight?
probably not a roof.
Oh yeah, we have like things to talk about.
Yeah. Turns out the reason this accent is in my brain is because I'm going on a photo shoot tonight with a London fashion photographer
Uh-huh.
Oh.
that I just met by chance in a cafe. It was like completely random circumstance. I was there to meet with someone else that I met a few months ago at an art fair, and we were just talking about
Just
like
meeting people. Look at you.
yeah, it's my thing lately.
He's in his meeting era. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
His networking era.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm like, I need to know people. Anyway, I was talking to Elaine, my friend, about prints and about photography. She's gonna help me like work out a little more about like getting prints sold and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was showing her my photos, and then this guy from the next table just leans over and goes, "You're a photographer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a photographer." He's like,
Me too.
show me your work." I'm like, "Okay." Just the
That's
iPad, it's
bold.
right
Oh my
here.
god.
Wow.
And then he swipes through, but he's like, "Yeah, it's good. Do you want to go on a shoot?" That was like
What?
legitimately like
That's
the first.
so intimidating.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But I was like, "Yeah, sure." And also, he described him. He like introduced himself as he's a Rotolight Master of Light. He's a Sony ambassador. He shot London Fashion Week, Audi, Vogue.
What?
He's a very, very high up photographer. Master of Light's like one of the top accolades a photographer can achieve.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm almost
I was like,
getting
this is
mine.
amazing. And I told him at the time, okay, I've got to shoot like this Saturday, which I had literally booked earlier that day. And it was that engagement shoot. I don't know
Mhm.
if I told you
Yeah.
about that. I shot an engagement for Diego. You know Diego. He was
Yeah.
on our floor in first year
Is it
university.
with the person he was?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
the same.
That's a little
no.
awkward.
Slightly. Not dating the same person you remember him dating, but he's still a good guy. It was cute. Anyway, so I invited the London fashion photographer to this, but then he bailed
I
because
like
his
whenever you
daughter
say
got
London
sick. Yeah.
photographer, you say it in an
Well,
accent.
Yeah, a London
I went and
photographer.
I went and watched some of his videos on YouTube, and it's just the most like central London style,
Mhm.
and I'm like, fuck, and I love
Maybe
this.
you can like give
I
us his
love it.
ad offline.
Yeah.
Well, I have his Instagram. I've been DMing him.
Oh yeah, I want to
Wow.
look at his stuff.
That's kinda
So what are you
crazy.
guys doing tonight? Is there like a theme?
I shouldn't say his name on the podcast in case he
Yeah.
is like.
That's why I
haven't
said-
really.
Off the line,
Off the
Yeah.
line.
off the air.
Yeah.
What do you
But
do?
yeah,
Is there a theme tonight?
I don't really know. He said he was gonna get models.
To do what? Oh my
Uh,
god.
well, he's a fashion photographer, so
Mhm.
he's used to shooting portraits. So he's used to working with models and directing them and like having them model fancy fashion pieces.
You have like pretty much experience in that. You did quite a
Kinda.
few like photos.
Yeah.
You did a lot of couple shoots for Jared and them.
Funny
Yeah.
enough, I did. I've done a fair bit, but only like with people I know because I
Mhm.
know that actually, funny enough, one of my weakest points as a photographer is directing. It's like talking to a model and knowing what to say and tell
Yeah.
them to do to
And it's
position.
hard if you don't know
Posing
them.
them and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I would love to learn from this guy.
Mhm.
And so far, he said, "Yeah, I'm free after 9 tonight." So in about a half an hour,
Oh.
Wow.
we'll see what I'm doing.
That's so exciting.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
is.
gonna take that's my camera. I gotta shoot some stuff.
You should just sit there.
Fashion.
You should just
baby.
sit there and play back the entire
Fucking
podcast
fashion.
with him. Be like, so what do you think?
No. The quickest way to kill a new friendship.
Yeah,
Here's
just
my podcast.
the entire hour on like that small little display screen, and it's also just you and Noah too. He's not even seeing me or hearing any of the audio.
I took 60 photos a second for the last hour.
Yeah, beat that. But
It's
that's
true.
cool.
He also when I was first talking to him at the cafe, he mentioned that he's like he wants to do YouTube and stuff. And he's been making some YouTube videos on his channel. He's only got like 200 or so subscribers on
Only
his YouTube.
200. I mean,
Well,
That's like 10 times
200
our
that's a lot of
subscribers.
people.
decent, but it's not like famous on YouTube. So I was like, maybe we should work together and like make some YouTube stuff
Mhm.
together.
That would be
It'd fun.
cool.
That's really cool.
Is he like
I don't know, we'll
living
see,
in
we'll see.
Canada?
He's here for a month
Okay.
visiting family,
Mm.
Okay. That's cool though.
but he's from London.
It
so
would be
I'm-
like a nice
take
little
me
like
with you, you know.
late summer romantic affair for Colin.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
his summer fling
Yeah.
that he never had.
And fun fact, I'm no longer working my job for 8 months. I'm going back to school full time, so it's a bit of a nice transition.
Same here. I'm also going
Producer
back to
Kim
school.
is working my job while I'm gone.
Oh, are you quitting the other place?
She already did.
Yeah.
She's been working at the university for the last
Yeah.
two,
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, so I was training with Colin for 2 weeks, but yesterday was his last day. Today was my first official day.
So, like, do you completely replace Colin?
Yep, for 8 months. And then he comes back and takes back over his job, and
And they're
I
gonna
don't know.
find they don't even want Colin anymore.
No, they're still going to want Colin.
You.
Trent.
Maybe.
They're still going to want you.
If
They're
you
gonna
do
want
a
Colin.
really good job,
Yeah.
then they might not want
I
me.
have to cram like what 3-4 years of learning into 7 months, and the last month be really good.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I don't know if I can do that.
think you can
I
do
guess I
it.
know a thing or two.
Yeah. Colin
Yeah.
is too useful for them not to bring him back.
Who
Because like
knows?
it's not even
But
like
hopefully
in
they
his-
also keep Kim
yeah.
after the 8 months. That would
hopefully.
be nice.
Or somewhere in university they keep me.
Yeah. I say try to learn like other things while you're doing
Oh,
your
they
main
already
job.
want me to learn other things. So
Exactly.
yes, I'm learning other things.
And then if you learn other things, you can just do other things when Colin takes back his job.
Or you could just completely replace Colin.
Yeah.
Got after his job.
I mean, who knows? Maybe London fashion photographer will be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you fucking come with me." Bitch.
He's gonna fly him out to London. They're gonna be in Paris, Seoul, doing Fashion Week every time. Colin's gonna be booked and busy.
Yeah. That'd be
I
super
mean,
cool.
I would
Be booked and busy
in a heartbeat if he asked me. So
Yeah. I mean, I have no photography skills, and I would too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like hell yeah, I'll come. Maybe I can be there
What do
for
you
moral
mean?
support.
I get to be on Fashion Week
Mhm,
in
that's
London.
actually in September.
yeah,
have a
it's like
fashion-
soon.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's a not that Colin is not the most fashionable friend we have. That's crazy, but it is funny to imagine Colin in some nice fancy garbs that are Fashion Week appropriate. I wonder what you dress like. Because most of the time it's just American Eagle.
I'd have to-
I don't know if American Eagle's showing up.
Guilty as
His
charged.
socks too.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, I
And
wonder
the
if
jeans
American
and
Eagle
my
makes it
underwear.
to Fashion Week.
Nothing
Probably
wrong
not.
with American Eagle.
Nothing wrong with American
know?
Eagle. I just don't know if they make it to Fashion Week.
Yeah.
No.
Probably not.
Unlikely. But, if I get that high up in the game, I'm going to have a
Yeah,
person for that.
you-
Someone's going to dress
Mhm.
me.
You're gonna have
so-
makeup and wardrobe done
Yeah.
already.
If he gets that high up in the game, he's not going to be the co-host of the show anymore. He's going to be like a special yearly guest, like a once a year. Like,
Mhm.
oh my God, Colin's back in Canada. You got to be on the podcast.
He comes in with like this like multiple hats on his head and be like, hey, guys,
Multiple
it's fashion.
hats.
Yeah.
And
It's what they do in Paris.
obviously, Yeah.
He's gonna adopt an accent too. He's also gonna have a London accent.
Right.
Just somehow.
You can
Gonna
pick up
vary.
accents for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Like-
I don't know if you can in your adult years, but yeah.
I think you can. I think you can. Throw me in Texas, I'll have a Texan accent in like a year.
Yeah, totally.
Howdy, folks.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how that works.
Y'all, I'm from Texas now.
I feel like you would have to be
Mm.
somewhere very long for that to happen.
Yeah, probably. At least 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, well, we did this story, but I've got a gift.
You got a gift.
I do.
Got a gift.
Is it for someone?
It's Noreen and I have already received ours. It's from a mutual
Oh,
friend.
yes.
Who's it from?
I literally used it today.
What?
Yeah.
You used it.
Mm-hmm, it's a dildo.
Oh, that's a very thin dildo. I don't know if I'd be using this as a dildo. Like
It's
a
from
ruler.
a mutual friend that went to Japan recently.
Oh my God. It's really nice chopsticks.
Yeah, so he got
Whoa.
us all.
But there's a special thing
the-
to it.
There's a Are they like
Yeah.
all
They're all personalized.
They all have our
Whoa.
names written on them in
in Japanese?
in kanji.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What?
and that's one of them's for you, one of them's for producer Kim.
Yeah, so
think
Kim, it looks
you're
like
the red
these are
one.
for you. No, the red one's for me. It says Noah.
Yeah,
So those are for you.
Hers.
Yeah, I used them today when I ate my ramen before coming here.
Oh, they're so
Whoa.
They
I-
are like
pretty.
so nice. I,
I
love
love
them.
this
I want to take. I'm
size.
gonna take them out of the package
I'm
so
gonna
I
take
can
them out
actually
too.
show the camera because it's too clary
Yeah,
right now.
so one chopstick says first name, the other chopstick says last name.
They got my last name Gam in kanji.
Well,
Well,
honestly,
that's the funny part. Like a lot of them.
we went back and like OCR'd them with like Google Translate, and it turns out that some of them are misspelled and
Also, too,
wrong.
like the person who made
But-
them, Matt was telling us, like she went off from like phonetic pronunciation.
yeah,
Like
Oh,
there was
okay.
no written. Like Matt was just telling her our names.
yeah,
Because
so-
my last name literally has like a Chinese character that it's based off of.
oh,
That it has Hanja.
but this is
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah, I know, but Japanese characters probably have corresponding Chinese characters as well.
Oh, okay.
Because Japanese and Korean were both created
from
after
Chi-
Chinese.
after Chinese, yeah.
That's why they have similarities
Mhm.
too.
I don't want to show this. I can't really show this to the camera because it has all of our friends' names on it. But
Oh my God, no!
can look at
yours
this
are
afterwards.
So cool. Mine is really cute. It has this like little cat, like what is it ingrained into it?
I really love the size. Sometimes chopsticks are
Yeah,
too
they're
big or too
perfect.
small.
They're so really easy to eat with. I use them all the time.
Yeah, I love it.
yeah, I'm loving them.
I was torn between like keeping them safe forever.
They even have like little grippy bits
Mhm.
Yeah.
on them for like extra holding potential.
Nice. Well, thank you, Matt. If you're watching this,
Yay! Thanks,
really
Matt.
appreciate the gift.
We love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Thank you for bringing things
Gorgeous.
back from Japan.
gorgeous, 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 gorgeous girls.
Yeah, she's
All right.
definitely drunk.
My final guess is definitely drunk, and I'm gonna guess you're sober.
Okay.
Are we wrapping it up?
Well, folks, that's a wrap on this episode. Thank you for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like, comment,
Comment
or you can always subscribe.
or don't
That'd-
do anything at
That'd
all.
be appreciated. Do something.
Yeah.
Don't listen to her.
You can write hate comments. I would love for
Whoa.
us to get
Whoa.
some hate comments. That
You
would,
know what? We don't get any comments at all, so
Yeah.
I'll take hate.
when you get, you've made it when you get hate comments.
Please hate on
How do you
us.
know there hasn't been hate comments?
Whoa.
I might just be deleting.
I'm
delete
usually like
them.
the only comment on the YouTube video, so I know. I was like, yay, new episode. I gotta support.
I mean, if you hate us, sure, leave a hate comment.
Let us know why. We won't change it, but
Yeah.
let us know.
I'll probably delete it, but
We're making no
it
effort
a
to
shot.
change what we do.
Yeah,
yeah,
But please hate on us.
sure.
I would love some
Um,
hate.
Yeah, and we're back to our normal posting schedule now, so
If anyone has noticed,
we'll have weekly postings. Way past Halloween.
we're booked and busy.
Like probably gonna have a Christmas episode this year too. So
Nice.
yeah, we didn't have one last time.
yeah, we ended at Halloween.
Mhm.
So stay tuned, and
maybe
thank
we
you for
can
watching.
do like a little mini Secret Santa or something.
I would love a Secret Santa with everybody. Yeah.
I mean, we do that anyway.
Yeah, but it could be like a low stakes,
See,
like
I've
$5
also
Like a
one.
mini
podcast.
one.
Mhm.
Oh, like shit gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
like
yeah.
no more than $5 or something, whatever you can find.
Like how like in the Halloween episode, like the finale, I got you guys like the
Yeah.
Dollarama gifts.
I was cleaning out my closet and I found the sword.
Nice.
And I still kept it. I refused
You
to
didn't throw it
up.
away?
No.
I wouldn't feel bad if you did, but like it is
I-
podcast memorabilia.
I almost was.
Yeah.
I almost said, I'm like, I can't throw this out.
Yeah.
Adrian doesn't
That's
know.
hilarious because we yard saled the other ones.
Yeah.
Damn. Maybe I should know. I can't.
Can't
throw it out.
possibly throw it out.
It's okay.
Meanwhile,
I appreciate that you keep it. Anyways, thanks again for watching.
bye.
Bye.